All right, so today I'm gonna make a quick and easy pineapple salsa. Rule number one, always use a fresh pineapple. I always take the bottom off of the pineapple first. Take the top off. Take the skin off. Make sure you get rid of all that brown circles like so. We don't want that. All right, go all the way around. This is a way of cutting a pineapple that I found produces less waste, which is always the goal. All right, so now that I got it, all the skin off, I just go around and I see if I have any brown spots in there, and I just shave those off. Okay, not too many. We did good today. We did good. All right, so now that I have it all shaved, the skin off, I cut my pineapple into 4 pieces. Once in half, and then you cut the half into half. And we need to remove the core. The core is this chewy center that no one's gonna eat. It is just not tasteful. So I just simply take the knife to it and cut all the way down. Get rid of that. Here's one. And always be careful with the knife. I'm accustomed to doing it. That's why I'm cutting this way, but be super careful. And one more. Okay, that's how we break down that pineapple. We got our 4 slices or 4 pieces. Now we're gonna cut it. I cut straight down, then I cut this way. Straight down. And sideways. And if you prefer smaller chunks, you could dice them even smaller. But for me, I like a hearty pineapple salsa. Almost there. Anything worthwhile takes time. All right. Next, I got 1 full-size jalapeno. I take off the top right away. And to get rid of all the seeds and the core, I just pick any spot because you don't know what it looks like inside. And I go as close as I can to this part of the outside. And I just roll it and work my way around to get rid of the white rib and all those seeds. All right. And some seeds are gonna wanna come. You just shake it off, shake it off. And then you could clean it one last time. I see a little piece of white rib on there, so I'm gonna take that off. I still see a few seeds, so I'm just gonna shake them off because that's unpleasant in any salsa to have seeds that you're crunching on. All right, next I am gonna dice these. To dice, I always leave a section here where I could grip it with my hand. Then I just make strips all the way down the jalapeno. Then I dice. I try to get as small as I could get of a dice. Alright, there you go. That's one side. Here's the other one. Same thing. Grip your finger on the edge to hold it in place. Slice with the tip of your knife. Dice. Move your finger back as you come closer, as the knife comes closer to your finger. All right. So that's jalapeno. Next, I'm gonna do one full-size red bell pepper. Same exact method as the jalapeno. You just cut all the way around, getting rid of the white rib, getting rid of the seeds. That's how you cut a bell pepper. It just got a tiny little piece of white on it. No problem at all. It's gone now. If you don't want to waste, you could use the end of the bell pepper. That's up to you. And then you could always cut off the edges. Whatever is your preference. Same thing that I did with the jalapeno, I'm going to do with this. Create my slices while leaving a tiny little piece under my fingers to guide me. I'm going to actually cut this in half. It'll be easier to work with. All right. Okay. Like I said, it takes time, but it is worth it. Look at all these fresh ingredients we're working with. Okay, we have a red onion, but we really just need half of it. So I always cut off the top. That way it makes it easier to peel, right? Always use red onion for this. No other kind will do. I cut it in half. I set that aside. Then onion, when I'm dicing it, I have my own method. I slice this part directly in the center. I try to get as close to the end as I can without cutting it. So right now, see, I cut it in half. Next, I'm gonna create small slices, very tiny slices, because when I dice this, I want it to be a very, very small dice. And since this was a bigger onion, I think I could get away with doing one more slice sideways up here. Let's do that. And you're gonna see why in a second. All right, so let's get to dicing. Here we go. See that? That's how you dice an onion. No tears involved. Get that in there. Okay. Final thing to dice is my cilantro leaves, which I've already taken off of the stems. They come just like this in your produce aisle. And those I just freestyle. There's no technique to that. You just get the leaves off the stems and start slicing. I slice one way and then the other. Okay, so that's the extent of the hard labor. Everything else is super easy. I get 2 limes. How I juice my limes to make it nice and soft, I roll it with my hand and I put my weight on it. And that's gonna get all those juices inside of that lime going. Everyone has their own technique for lime. This is mine. Slice it open, just in half, and you squeeze all that juice in there. Same thing for the second one. Alright. Next we gotta add some flavor. So I try to use some sea salt. We don't measure things like this. We just look at it and eyeball it, and you'll know if you're putting too much or too less. I just give it a few shakes, and then once everything is mixed up, I'm gonna give it a taste. I add a little bit of black pepper. You can, if you like, add a dash of garlic powder. It's up to you. Not everyone likes it that way. Let me switch to a bigger pan to give it a stir. Right now we have all our ingredients in. So there we have it. We have pineapple salsa. And in a second, I'm just gonna give it a quick taste. See if we need to add any more flavors, like more salt or pepper. But overall, that's how you make pineapple salsa. Just like so. Thanks for tuning in.